Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, another late vlog. I'm getting started late again. It is currently 7:12 p.m. Okay, we're gonna do the time, the temperature check, and then we're gonna light the candles. I'm tell you about the coffee. We're gonna get started for our cozy vlog tonight. I'm so excited about this cozy vlog. I have all of my videos posted already. I just posted my last one, which was a huge Happy Wax haul that I got today in the mail. So that was really fun to do. I had so much fun filming videos today. I did 4 videos. My drama videos just go so long. They go so long. I did, my drama video today was 49 minutes. And then on my Peter Watches TV channel, I did my reaction to the O.J. Simpson documentary, Manhunt, O.J. Simpson. It was like 23 or 24 minutes long. Maybe it was longer than that, I don't know. And then my Happy Wax haul is 18 minutes, and this is maybe 19 minutes? I can't see. 18 minutes and 39 seconds. And then I did a review video, another one today. I didn't realize it had been that long, but I did a review video yesterday. It was my first one that I had done in 33 days. And so I did another one today because I miss doing the review videos. I love doing the review videos. Okay, so let's get to, the time was 7:12 when I started. We gotta remember, 7:12. I should write that. Should I write that down? I probably should. Well, I mean, I can see how long I've been going on the camera, but past the first 30-minute mark, I never remember how long I've been vlogging. So we'll put 7:12. I'll put start. If I don't put start vlog, I'll be like, what is 7:12? Why did I write that down? Do you ever do that? Started vlog, 7:12. Okay, so we'll remember that. And now look, I'm gonna put this over here and then I won't even remember where I put the post-it note. I just like post-it notes. I just feel like I'm like, you know, I feel like I'm in an office if I'm doing post-it notes, and then I have my pens right next to my pad here of all my things. But anyway, so I have all my videos posted already, and I have my coffee that I just made. It is hot, hot, hot. And okay, so 7:12 was when I started. I'm trying to get all my stuff organized here. I need to clean off my desk area. I mean, it's all very organized, but I just need to kind of like clean it up a little bit. Okay, so I don't know what the temperature is. We're gonna find out in just a second, but I have to tell you, I'm very upset. I just watched Max Velocity's newest video that he put out an hour ago. I will tell you what it's called. Hold on a second. I literally just had it pulled up, and then I closed out this tab. Hold on a second. Let's see if it pulls it up. Max Velocity. Oh, here it is. I just watched it. This winter storm is taking a surprising turn. It came out 1 hour ago from Max Velocity Severe Weather Center. And I feel like everything he calls a severe weather storm coming. I feel like everything is a severe weather storm. Anyway, it's literally going like right over Indianapolis. So it could be bad though for us tomorrow because it's supposed to be sleet and like freezing rain, which is bad for Indianapolis. Snow Indianapolis can handle, but it's like the ice storms that are really, really, I mean, not just for Indianapolis, but for anywhere, that ice storms are really dangerous. They take down power lines and the roads are just really, really bad. Indianapolis doesn't do a great job with like preparing the city for ice storms and stuff like that. So hopefully it won't be too bad. But I was just thinking this as I was watching this. You know, I get so much from you guys that you guys like suggest to me, TV shows you suggest to me, food things, whatever. But I think it was like a month ago that somebody maybe 2 months ago, I don't know, that somebody suggested to me Ryan Hall, y'all's channel. And so I started watching him, which I still watch him, but I probably watch Max Velocity more. I just like his personality more. I don't know why. But anyway, I watch both of them, but somebody said, if you like to keep up with the weather, you should watch Ryan Hall Y'all. Actually, somebody yesterday said I need to get a Y'all stick, which is where you like measure the snow, and then I should do a review of it. I kind of want to do that. I think that kind of sounds fun. But anyway, whoever recommended him to me originally, I just want to say I really appreciate that. But then I started talking about him, and somebody said, you should watch Max Velocity. So then I started watching Max Velocity. But now I have to tell you, like, I'm so obsessed with the weather channels. It's kind of sad because, so they must have been like the first two to start. It's like when I was watching prison channels back in the day. Like the first couple prison channels just like really took off. You know, the ones that would tell stories about being in prison. The first couple like took off. And then there were like 10 or 20 after that Like the first couple, you know, like 500,000, million subscribers, all their videos got tons of views. And then there were like 20 that would get like 1,000 views. So if you put in like weather channels, like there's always people that come up. Like some of them are like like legit, like trained meteorologists and stuff like that. And they only get like 500 views a video. And I think it has a lot to do with the thumbnails. If you want, this is where I feel like I need to up my thumbnail game. Because a lot of their thumbnails, like Max Velocity and Ryan Hall's thumbnails are pretty good. I mean, they're always kind of the same thing. Here, I just had it pulled up and then I closed the tab out again. They're always just kind of like the United States with like these swooping storms coming across, you know, see like the pink and the blue. If you watch them, you know what I'm talking about. Max Velocity and Ryan Hall are just so quick with their, like, they'll be like, okay, I mean, it's very much like watching, do you guys remember watching the Weather Channel back in the day? That's what it reminds me of. I think it's kind of nostalgic to me. I think that's why I like him. But anyway, I sometimes like watch them late at night, like old ones. They just make me feel very comforted. I don't know what it is, but I just want to say thank you to you guys for recommending those to me. So many things that you guys recommended to me, I, you know, like really, I like look into myself and, you know, find, and I just really, you guys are always sending me TV shows and books and stuff like that, and I appreciate it. If you send me a TV show, just typically when people like direct message me and they're like, oh, you should watch this show, I just usually say I'll add it to my list, because I got, like, sometimes I look into it, sometimes I don't write them, but I have a list, like, of show recommendations, and then I go through and I just add those shows in there. But anyway, so apparently we're going to miss the huge, there's 2 winter storms coming that are coming like back to back. One's Wednesday, Thursday, and the next one's like, I think Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. But the East Coast is getting hit, and then the Middle Plains is getting hit. So if you're somewhere in there, like Kansas, Minnesota are supposed to be getting hit bad. And then the East Coast, it's said, because I need to text Nikki because she's in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania and New Jersey is going to get hit bad as well. So let's look up the weather and see. I have all these tabs still open from my vlog the other day. These cups that I want to buy on Amazon. This book, this A.J. Rivers book about the mall. This hidden pictures that I was reading. I've got, like, here are the cups the sparkly cups from the All Too Well Taylor Swift version. Oh, Nikki just texted me. Funny little stuff. Okay, Indianapolis weather. I can smell my coffee. My coffee smells so good. It is 34 degrees right now. And then, you know what? Like I said, oh, here it is. Let's see what top news story is. 2 hours ago, winter weather advisories issued for northern central Indiana. See, here on this, it's showing that we're, like, supposed to get here in Indianapolis. 4 hours ago, winter weather advisory issued for Wednesday's mixed wintry precipitation. Alex is supposed to have dinner tomorrow night. I wonder if they'll end up canceling that. Winter storm warnings issued for 11 states Tuesday, what Indiana can expect. So this is from the Indy Star, the newspaper. This is the one that says winter weather advisories issued for northern central Indiana. Maybe I'm kind of like you guys' Max Velocity, the way I find comfort in just watching his videos. I don't know, they're just so relaxing. My ex used to love to watch golf. He didn't know anything about golf, but he would like put on golf and then he would just like take a nap. And I'd be like, why do you always watch golf? And he'd just say, his dad, like he had grown up with his dad watching golf. And he would say, it's just so relaxing to me, have on the background. I thought it was annoying, but he loved the golf in the background. Okay. Winter weather advisories issued for northern central Indiana ahead of Wednesday's storm. This is from like 2 hours ago. Okay, let's get in here and see what it says. It just took me out. It took me into something else. AccuWeather. I wanted to read the Indy Star article. Come on now. Okay. The heat just came on. Did you hear that? A winter weather advisory has been issued ahead of a storm making its way into Indiana on Wednesday. Meteorologists predict a large swath of north and central Indiana will be impacted by the storm. Well, Max Velocity says not central Indiana. He says ice possible. In northern Indiana, the winter weather advisory extends from 1 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, that's when Caroline's picking me up. To 7 a.m. Thursday, and Hoosiers can expect snow mixed with freezing rain. I trimmed my beard today, and I didn't like cut the little hairs on my nose, and it's driving me crazy. In northern Indiana, that's where Valerie is. Hey, Valerie, I hope you're safe. In northern Indiana, the winter weather advisory extends from 1 p.m. Wednesday to 7 a.m. Thursday, and Hoosiers can expect snow mixed with freezing rain and sleet with snow accumulations between 2 and 4 inches. It's really not that much snow, but sleet, it could be bad. And ice up to 1/10 of an inch. Plan on slippery road conditions that could impact the Wednesday evening and Thursday morning commutes. The Central Indiana advisory will be in effect from 1 p.m. Wednesday to 4 a.m. Thursday and include Carroll, Warren, Tippecanoe, Clinton, Howard, Fountain, Montgomery, Boone, Tipton, Hamilton, that's Tanya, Madison, it doesn't say Marion, Delaware, Randolph, Vermilion, Park, Putnam, Hendricks, Marion, that's us, Hancock, Henry, Vigo, and Clay counties. Isn't it weird? Like, so when I worked in treatment, I had certain counties that were like my, you know, like that you had, you know, that you worked with. So like a lot of these counties I know, like Tippecanoe County is Lafayette, where Purdue is. Howard County is Kokomo, where the Chrysler plant is. Boone County is Lebanon. I know that. Tipton, that's where my Aunt Susie's from, Tipton County. Hamilton County, that's where I grew up. That's Carmel, Noblesville, Westfield, Fishers. Madison. Madison County is actually not where Madison the city is. Madison County is Anderson, where the casino is. Delaware County, Randolph County, Vermilion Park, those are south of here, which is really interesting. That's like really south of here. Putnam, Hendricks County is east. Marion County is all of Indianapolis. Hancock County is like just east of us. Henry County, Hancock County, those were counties that I worked with. Vigo County is Terre Haute. And Clay counties. I don't know where Clay County is. Mixed precipitation is expected and snow accumulations up to 3 inches and ice accumulations. I'm gonna have to wear boots tomorrow. These boots were made for walking. You know, I have not opened. 2 years ago, I bought a new pair of Uggs, and they've been sitting in a box in the closet ever since, because I just wear the same ones that are so comfortable. Maybe tomorrow. Well, the problem is they get like really soaking wet. If you have Uggs, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like just the plain old basic Uggs. If they get wet, like they stay wet forever, which you wouldn't think that like boots would, but they do. They don't dry very well. So maybe I'll just wear the old ones tomorrow. Or maybe I'll wear something different. I got rain boots in my closet. Oh, I forgot about those. I can't remember. I think they're Bass brand. Mixed precipitation is expected and snow accumulations up to 3 inches and ice accumulations up to 0.2 of an inch are predicted in some areas, particularly around Lafayette, the advisory states. Roads, especially bridges and overpasses, will likely become slick and hazardous. Drivers should plan on slippery road conditions that could impact the Wednesday evening commute. The advisory also cautioned people to be careful on stairs, sidewalks, and driveways, and those surfaces could become slippery fall risks. And then it has down here the National Weather, is that Society? National Weather S, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Let's hit it and see. Ooh, it took me to the X, the Twitter. We didn't want to go there. What's the National Weather Service? It has to be National Weather Service. National Weather Service. I'm looking at their logo. Okay, it's National Weather Service. Now we're off the X. Get off the X. Okay. The National Weather Service has said a winter weather advisory is in effect from 1 p.m. Wednesday to 4 a.m. Thursday for areas along or north of I-70. That's going to Cincinnati. Snowfall accumulations of 1 to 3 inches are possible towards far northwestern counties. That's not Cincinnati. Cincinnati's east. With the potential for ice accumulations further south and east in the advisory. It's showing us on the map here, but I don't believe it. But you know, Max Velocity could come out with another video in 2 hours and say it's all changed again, and I will be keeping up tonight. So that's the weather conditions here in Indianapolis. We inside at the house of Monn Paredes are very warm and cozy. Okay, now the coffee cup that I'm using today, I don't know if I've ever used it on a vlog before. This was from our wedding registry at Crate and Barrel. And so the coffee that I'm drinking is Kauai coffee, and I think it's called Garden Isle. I switched. I had to switch up the Christmas coffee because last night I started watching this new murder mystery show, which is so good. Top 10 on Netflix. I'll get into that in just a second. But at one point she's drinking coffee and she like puts the coffee this is how I am when I watch TV shows. If they're like, you know, I have to drink coffee. If they're drinking iced tea, I have to have iced tea in that moment. So you have to have all the different things here at the house. So you can you never know what you're going to run into. So last night she was like pouring this like coffee in at the police station. And so I was like, oh my God, I want coffee, but I don't want Christmas coffee because that'll remind me of Christmas. So I pulled out, I had a 12 pack of the K-Pods of the Kauai coffee. It's the only Kauai coffee I think I have left in there. And it's the Garden Isle. And it's really, really good. It's very strong. I don't know the roast, because you know I don't know roast things. But anyway, let's try it again. I had it last night. It's strong but smooth. Oh my God, it's so good. It's straight up taste, so strong and smooth, like I said, but it smells like gas station coffee. It smells burnt. It's like burnt. It smells like burnt coffee, but it's so good. I love it so much. But anyway, so, okay, when I was in high school, and in college, One of my best friends from back then, she and I are still friends. Her dad is actually from Scotland. He started a restaurant here in Indianapolis. Well, he and his wife started several restaurants. They had the coolest house in the entire world. It was like this little small house around where my mom grew up, like literally like 2 blocks from where my mom grew up. But then they had gone in and put like stained glass windows. They built in like window seats and all this kind of stuff in there. Everywhere you went, they had like these big, I mean, this was back before people had L-shaped couches and stuff like that. They had all these L-shaped couches like just in corners of rooms with like tons of pillows. It was very bohemian. It was so cool. But like all their dishes and coffee cups and stuff like that were Crate and Barrel. And I remember we would go to her house. I remember his CD collection was so cool. He had a lot of Sting, and she loved that song. I take my The Englishman in New York, that song by Sting. She loved that song, so she would always play it. But she would play Nancy Griffith, you know, that folk singer. Like her dad, that's how I got like found out about her and got turned on to her music. I love her music. So anyway, she actually, do you know the country singer Kathy Mattea? So she and Kathy Mattea, like Nancy Griffith covered a lot of like the Five and Dime song, you know, I love that song so much. But anyway, Nancy Griffith covered that as well. But he had like all this like really like cool like folk music and stuff. So we would sit there and like she would like have to babysit her brother for like a weekend or something. This must have been when we were in college. Because her brother was like, I think he was like 10 or 11 at the time. And so me and my friend that I grew up with all those years, you know, kindergarten, elementary, junior high, and high school, college, graduate school, the 3 of us were like best friends. She went to IU for a semester, this girl I'm talking about, and then she moved back here. And so, I went to IUPUI with us. And so, we would go to her house. Well, her dad had these, like, coffee mugs. She would make us tea, and then she would put, like, milk and honey in it, like the Englishman in New York. But anyway, she had these Crate and Barrel cups that I thought I bought one a while ago. I looked for them online, and I can't find them anywhere. But they're these old Crate and Barrel cups from like, I mean, it would have been the early 90s, right? I should look them up on here in a second. But they looked like stone, but he had like 4 of them. And each one around the rim was like a different color, like pink or red or like orange or green or blue. I mean, I can't remember what colors they were, but they were very, very cool. So I wanted these big mugs from Crate and Barrel. And so we put a lot of stuff from Crate and Barrel on our registry, and we got like 2 of these mugs, and then we got the plates that we use today are still the plates that we got from Crate and Barrel like all those years ago. We've been married 13 years now, so that was 13 years ago that we got those. I remember who gave them to us and everything. It's this couple that we're still friends with today that got us our dishes from Crate and Barrel. It was funny because when we put it on the registry, we actually thought that they were like these glass plates and bowls. It's like a set of like 4 big plates, 4 small plates, and then 4 bowls. I think I probably used them in review videos and stuff, but they're actually with this really hard plastic. I wouldn't have liked them if they were glass, but it's hard plastic. I absolutely love them. And they're like these square plates. I think Alex picked them out. They're really cool. Registering for a wedding registry is really fun, by the way. We used to tell people that all the time. They'd be like, what's your favorite part of like getting married? It was like the register. I mean, we registered for stuff we knew we weren't going to get, but they give you like that thing that you like, it's like a gun that you go around and you just like scan everything. It was so much fun. We had so much fun that day. I can't remember where we registered. The other thing that somebody told me at the time that we registered was to put, I by accident, have I told you guys the story about the CD? Okay, so by accident, people told me to put games. I actually think it's a great idea. If you're like a family that likes to play games and you're getting married, put games on your gift registry, like games that you would want to have at your house. I think it's a fantastic idea. And I also think it's a great like middle road, kind of like, I mean, because a lot of games are like $20. It's a great like wedding gift that people can afford to buy you. We didn't put like, I mean, we put like couches and stuff on there that we knew we weren't going to get just to have fun. But like most of the stuff that we put on there was really affordable. We didn't put anything that was like, you know, astronomical on there. So anyway, which just reminds me, I was texting with my sister-in-law Jessie last night, and we've like been like going back and forth about this baby gift. We have to get the baby gift thing. Okay, so we have to get that settled. But anyway, so we what was I gonna say? Oh, so we were at Target. And do you guys know, is it a band? I don't know, The Script. Is that what their name is? What's the name? Hold on a second. I can't even tell you exactly what CD of it is. But anyway, the only reason I remember them is because, what's her name? That was the host of Project Runway. Well, I can't think of her name. Heidi Klum. She walked to this song on her very last Victoria's Secret runway show. They're like, there she is, the last one that she's ever gonna walk. I don't remember what song it was. And now I'm looking at all these albums, and none of these albums look. Anyway, it was one of the Scripts out. Oh, here it was, 2000. Yeah, okay. It was, would that have been it? Because we got married in 2011, but I feel like it was this one I looked at. Maybe it was because of that. What are the songs on here? Oh, it was that song. It was, hold on, I want to make sure I turn this down. The Man Who Can't Be Moved. That was the last song that Heidi Klum walked to. If I look that up and I'm right about that, I will be so, that will be so crazy. But anyway, that album, which is called The Script, by The Script, we were at Target and I was looking at that album. I don't know what I did with the scanner, but I scanned it like 5 or 6 times or 10 times or something. We got like 5 of those CDs for our wedding. Okay, I want to put this on here. The Script. The Man, I'm gonna see if I'm right about this. The Man Who Can't Be, I can hear it. I can see hear the MC guy saying it. Moved. Heidi Klum. Let's see if it comes up anything. Victoria's Secret Fashion Show 2009. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Heidi Klum and the rest of the angels walk down the Enchanted Forest theme runway to The Man Who Can't Be Moved. Oh my God, that's so weird that I remember that. Isn't it weird the small things you remember? I love that song, by the way, though. So what was I talking about before that? Oh, the coffee cup. So I love this coffee cup. I rarely use it. Alex made me this like little like a coffee like nook area, you know, where like the coffee machine is and the Keurig is. And they put like things to like hang like 8 coffee mugs. And so this is one of the coffee mugs that I have hung over there. So I was like looking over there. I was like, I have all the clear ones too. So we have Crate and Barrel clear mugs. We have glass and plastic. Well, I think we have one Crate and Barrel plastic one. The other plastic, like see-through glasses, that's what I mean, clear glasses, coffee mugs that I have are from that Turbis, which I love. But I love anything at Crate and Barrel. I love Crate and Barrel. Okay, so, oh, the candles. Where are we at on time? We're at 21 minutes and I haven't even got the candles yet. So I was talking about the All Too Well candle in my drama video today. Look, I already have the wicks trimmed and everything. Aren't you so proud? So I thought that we would bring out the All Too Well candle. Let's look at what the scents are again. I know it says plaid scarf or something. Nostalgia, the scents are nostalgia, plaid scarves, maple lattes. And I am pairing this with the candle that one of the candles Mare sent me. It's so sparkly, I love this. True Crime TV is My Therapy by Candier. So, this one smells like nutmeg and cinnamon. Actually, cinnamon, ginger, almond, nutmeg, butter, vanilla. And I will tell you, I had this one burning that whole night that I lit this for the vlog. I mean, I left it burning for like 4 hours, and that's as far down as it went. So this candle burns really slow, if you like a slow burning candle. All Too Well, I had burning last night for like 6 hours, and that's as far down. The Shy Wolf candles burn really slow too. So here we go. The lighting of the candles over on the vlog. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good day? I'm having a really good day. Alex is upstairs relaxing. He has his headphones on. He's probably watching TikToks or something. Last night, when I got done with everything, we watched... Okay, we are so into UK. I keep on saying this. UK, Australia is what I say. And then I said it to Tanya last night. I was sitting on the chair. I was talking to Tanya, and Alex was sitting right like on the couch. And he goes, UK, Australia. And Tanya goes, UK, Australia. I go, traitors. I couldn't get it right. Because we just finished, you know, the UK Traitors. Oh, I want to look that up. When does the UK Traitors Season 3 come to Peacock? When does... I'm ready for it. UK... Because I know it just finished. Don't tell me anything about it. Season 3 come to Peacock. Let's see. Pulling it up. Season 3 of the Traitors UK premiered on Peacock. Oh, it is on Peacock already? January 9th. So is it over already? You can stream the Traitors on Peacock. Oh, I did not know that. We'll have to start watching that. So we're watching the Australian one. Last night we watched, I think it was 3 more episodes. I am loving the Australian one. Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to look up. Who is the host? The host of the Australian Traitors is so good looking. Australian Traitors host. I don't think the players are very smart on here. Roger Corser is the host of the Australian TV series The Traitors. I don't know anything about him. He has... appeared in the Australian TV series Underbelly, Rush, Doctor, and Glitch. Oh, that's how I know him from. He was in Glitch. I kept on saying to Alex, I was like, I know him from somewhere. He was in Glitch. He played the main guy in Glitch. I knew him from somewhere. Let's look him up. Roger Corser Glitch. He's the guy with the real short hair in Glitch, if I remember correctly. Yeah. He's like they think he's real mean in Glitch. Oh, that was such... You know what? It was funny because I saw my thumbnail. Look at it. It shows on here, recently viewed. Dan Cortez, Emily Simpson, Hattie McDaniel, Edith Head. I'm like, all these people, I'm looking up. As I'm sitting here vlogging, looking up all these interesting people. I like that show. I think it ended kind of like poorly. I don't know, but I like that show Glitch. I like the idea of it, I guess. There's a new show that came out with a girl that's on, I can tell you what the show is. It's called, oh shit, now I can't remember. Garden something. Manifest Cast. It's got the girl from Manifest on there. Melissa Roxburgh. And now she's in some new show. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Here it is, The Hunting Party. Somebody said that they're doing like a spinoff of Manifest. Is that true? Manifest spinoff. I liked that show. Yes, a Manifest spinoff is in development, though there is no official confirmation of release date yet. The show's creator, Jeff Rake, has teased the possibility of a spinoff on social media. The spinoff could explore new dimensions in the Manifest universe or untold stories. I feel like it kind of ended like it needed to end. I don't know. I loved that show. It was so cheesy, but I really loved it. I got so into the characters of that show. Don't you love that when you get... I was thinking about this last night. So in between like reading and watching my shows, I went outside and I was so excited to start this new show. Oh, no, I finished the O.J. Simpson thing and then I went outside. I was so excited to start this new show. And I was thinking to myself, I like did my prayers and my meditations and stuff. And I was sitting there and I was like, I just love like... TV shows and books make me so happy. I love it. I love that period, like, of just being able to rest and relax and all that kind of stuff, you know? I just love it. So, we watched Traitors, Australia last night. We watched 3 episodes. We were both so tired last night. Well, when I was vlogging last night, he fell asleep upstairs. When I got done vlogging, I, like, called up to him. I thought maybe he had his AirPods in. And then finally he was like, hello. And I go, are you asleep? He's like, yeah. He goes, I don't know why I'm so tired. We have both been so tired this week. I don't know what's going on. Like he said he's had a really hard time getting up this week. He was up when I went upstairs to go to bed this morning. But we have both, like, he and I had a hard time getting up and being motivated. I want to talk about I'll talk about this right now or I'll forget. So... my therapist has given me some breathing exercises to do, suggested some things to do as far as the anxiety, like breathing in for 4, holding your breath, breathing out, like holding your nostril. Anyway, I've done that the last 2 days. First of all, the last 2 days when I've woken up, that feeling that I have of shaking internally is not as bad as it was the days before. I'm so grateful for it. But both yesterday and today, and especially today, I did the breathing exercises for about 5 minutes. And like yesterday, it took me about 10 minutes and I felt completely normal. Like I did the breathing exercises for like 5 minutes, but then like 10 minutes of being up, I felt normal. Today I did the breathing exercises and it was like they went right away. I don't want to say what they are or recommend them because I feel like that's like, you know, you should like go to your therapist or doctor and have them tell you. But it's just like these, you can Google search them. There's just like a lot of breathing exercises that you can do for anxiety. But it so helped. I mean, literally, like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, I started doing them and like the internal like trembling went away, like right away. I could not believe it. So something about those breathing exercises with anxiety, I will tell you that. Oh, by the way, tonight we are not, Tanya and I, obviously, I would be on the way, I would be in Tanya's car right now at, what is it, 7:41. We'd be in her car right now on our way to the meeting. So it is her husband's birthday tonight. So, no meeting for Tanya Jean and I tonight. She had all kinds of stuff planned for him and dinner and all kinds of stuff, steak dinner. And anyway, she was real excited about that. So we're not going to go to the meeting. We might go later in the week, but she said something about Friday and I go, Friday's Valentine's Day. She goes, so, and I go, Tanya, she goes, well, we're going to do something that night. And I go, okay. Cause she was like wanting to go during the day. And then I was like, there's a reason I can't go I was like, oh, we have marriage counseling on Friday. So yeah, so that's why we're not going to the meeting tonight, because it's Eric's birthday. So happy birthday, Eric! Happy birthday, Eric! what else? So yeah, so we watched Australia Traders last night. I really like it. This is the thing. And I don't know if any of the people are famous on other reality shows. I don't know anybody that's on Australia Traders. I don't know who they are. I mean, I have my favorites. I don't want to say who my favorites are because we're only like halfway through. The camera stopped. How did I go from like, I was just at like 20 minutes and now at 30 minutes. This is so weird. I kind of don't want to say who my favorites are because I don't, to be honest with you, really like either one, like any of the traders. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't watched it. I don't really like any of the traders, but I'll tell you the people that I do like so far. Well, I guess that will kind of like if you start watching it. Well, you know, in the episode, I mean, it's like, they go into that. So first of all, Australian Traders is different because they stay in a hotel versus a castle, which is kind of cool. Alex said the inside of it kind of reminds them of the Shining house a little bit, which is the, I can't remember what that hotel was called. My mom and dad stayed there. Why can't I remember? The Stanley Hotel in Colorado. The host is different too. And the round tables, okay, this is the thing. When you watch this celebrity one, I mean, obviously I hadn't watched the other ones when I watched the celebrity one. So the concept of Traders was so fantastic. I loved it. But when you watch it with real people versus celebrities, like they're really in it to win it. Like the celebrities are just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm on another reality show. I'm a gamer. I'm a housewife. These regular people that come on here, and like the UK one, I think that's like the first thing they do before they've been on other like reality shows. Because people have said like, oh, they've been on other reality shows. Like Aaron from UK was on Love Island, but he wasn't on Love Island until he had been on Traders first, I think. I believe that to be true. That could be wrong, but I think it's true. Anyway, so like Australia, none of these people, they all just seem like regular people to me. I like Fee a lot. I like Teresa a lot. Who else do I like? It's interesting because Australia, there's like 22 people. There's so many people, 22 or 24, that we're like on the 4th episode. And Alex is like, who is that guy? I've never seen this guy. It's like this older guy. His name's Paul. And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, he goes, they haven't even introduced him yet to the show. There's like, I mean, they're kicking people off and murdering people. And you don't even know who some of the people are that are on the show. Then this girl, Alex, like she's on the 5th episode. Very pretty girl. Really smart too. And she's like on this show and she goes, like they introduce her and like they tell her backstory. Like when they introduce somebody, they'll like show their backstory of like this one girl, like she's a photographer and like they don't even introduce that she's a photographer until like episode 6 or something. It's like weird how they do it kind of. But it is so good. There's something about Traders that is so cozy to me when we have like the candles lit. Well, I usually only light like 1 or 2 candles when he's down here. It's late at night that I do all the candles, but it's so cozy to like, you know, have the lights off and you're watching Traders and we're like, oh my God, did she just say that? The thing about Traders Australia that's funny is none of them really that smart. I mean, they're smart, but they're not like, it's interesting because some of them are like, this one guy's like a hostage negotiator that was like held hostage for like a year. I mean, there's like 3 attorneys on the show. There's like all these people that are like, I mean, have like these very smart jobs. But when it comes down to them like figuring things out, they're not really that smart about things. And this is the thing. They do start figuring out who some of the traders are. But the reasons why they figure it out, it's like, if I said something like, let's just say if I was a trader and then they said to me like, well, what's your favorite song? I'm just making this up. But what's that? I don't even know what song with murder is in the title. Is Murder on the Dance Floor? Isn't that a song? Let's just look this up. Murder on the... Why is that... Do I know that song? Murder on the Dance Floor. How do I know that song? Anyway, who's the original one? It's saying it's by... Who sang Murder on the Dance Floor? Sophie Ellis Bextor. I don't know who that is. But anyway, let's just say if they said, what's your favorite song? And I said, Murder on the Dance Floor. This Fee girl would be like, did you just hear him? He said his favorite song was Murder on the Dance Floor. He's a traitor. I know he's a traitor. He would never have said murder unless, it's just like, he just said it so easily. But then like, I'm a traitor. So they go after me because I said my favorite song is Murder on the Dance Floor. But it's no rhyme or reason to why they think I'm a traitor. They're not like, they don't find out who the people are for like the reasons why they really are. It doesn't make any, and like like they all say, they did this on UK too, which they don't ever do this, like they do kind of on the US one, but not really. Like they really swear, like as soon as they have that first like banishment where they like all get picked as traitors, the people that get picked as traitors, they're like, you changed immediately. Like when we walked out of that room, you were a different person. Like 6 episodes later, they're still talking about it. It's so crazy to me. Or like you glanced at somebody across the, it's like the things they remember. It's like you came into breakfast this morning and I mean, the US one's kind of like this too. I don't know. There's what you realize in watching the Traitors UK and the Australian one, because they're very similar. And they're so much better. They are like so much. If you like, I didn't think I would like it because I was like, well, what's the point if you're not watching it with celebrities? It's like 100 times better. I don't even know how to explain it. But what you realize watching like just the regular people Traitors is that these reality stars that are really not like, I mean, to us, because we watch reality stars like Boston Rob and I Love Carolyn, you know, from Survivor and those people, and the people that are on there from like Big Brother and the Housewives. I love all that, right? But they think they're bigger celebrities than they really are. Like, you really get it, like, when you're watching it, because they don't really act like they care that much about the game, you know? Like, they're just kind of there, I don't know. So anyway, we watched that last night. And then he went upstairs and he went to bed, and I laid down. I talked to Tanya when I was sitting inside. It was so cold last night. I was like, I'm not going outside, blah, blah, blah. So I just like sat in the chair. We were in between shows because I told her we talked for like a half an hour. I was like, I gotta get off here so we can watch this Traitors. So he went upstairs and went to sleep after we finished like the 3rd episode. And I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep too. So I laid down for like an hour and I got up, and I don't remember if I read the books first. So I read like 3 or 4 chapters of the Margaret Wrinkle book, The Comfort of Crows. Somebody commented on my video yesterday and they said that they like tried to read it and they just couldn't get into it. Okay, I will be honest with you. Like when I started it, like the first couple chapters, I felt the same way. And I'm not saying that it's for everybody. Like I was telling Caroline today, we were talking, and Caroline was like, I don't really think that that's a book that, I said, I just really want you to read it because, like, the sentiment is so beautiful, but I don't know that I really think that you would enjoy it. I don't know why I enjoy it so much now. It's, like, not that, like, other people are recommending books to me that they think I would like. This is not a typical book that I would like. Like, I don't know why I'm loving it right now. I think that it just offers me so much peace at night, and the stories are just very simple. I didn't bring the book over here today to talk about what the stories were last night, but the stories were just very, very simple. I'm on the last chapter of Spring, and so whatever that is, and then it goes, the next chapter is Summer that I'm starting. So I read that, and then what else did I read? Maximum Ride a little bit, and I think I read like 3 or 4 chapters of that. I'm like, this is a slow burn for me. I have to be honest with you. I'm kind of at a point where I'm like plateaued. I'm kind of really not interested in it anymore because I've been reading it for so long. I just need to finish Maximum Ride. And then, I listened to a little bit of the audiobook, but only for like 10 or 15 minutes of My Ugly Beautiful Book, or whatever it's called, by Alice Feeney. And then I read like 2 chapters out of, but then I sat down, and so I started this like the night before, The Night Never Ends. Remember I was talking about this yesterday by Steve Thusen? Okay, so I sat down last night. I don't even know how far I was into this. I read the whole thing last night. I finished the whole thing. I mean, it's a really short read. It probably took me an hour to read the whole thing. It is so good, you guys. It is so funny. There is this part in here. So it's about this group of friends, okay? And they're 30, or she's turning 30, but they're all like the same age because they all went to high school together. And so it's her birthday, and so she wants to like do something they would have done in high school, but she's constantly living in the past. Like she's constantly living, like every time she sees them, it kind of like slowly develops over time. This is such a smart graphic novel. It is so smart. It reminds me of so many people that I had friendships with through the years. So she is like constantly like, do you remember when we went there to eat dinner? Do you remember when we did this in high school? Do you remember? And they're like, none of them really remember that much of it. They're like, I think that was somebody else. And so anyway, like one of the guys is like married, has a baby, and they're like going to this abandoned house to do this Ouija board because she's still stuck at like 18, right? Or 17. And so, but she's turning 30. And so like, they're all like, why are we here? Like this one person like that's there wants to like go and hear like this band, and she's like, this is my birthday. She keeps on talking about it being her birthday, which is so funny because at the very end of it, so then they're in this abandoned house, and then in the basement, they hear something in the basement. There's like these 4 guys that are part of this cult, and they're like killing these people, like literally they are killing these people because they need the blood of these people. And so they start like like running after them and chasing them and stuff like that. So that's what the whole book is about. Them trying to get away from these people that are these like cult killers. But at the very end, it's so funny. Like, this isn't even the funniest part. This one guy says to her, like, they're driving away, and it says something about, like, the sun's up. They've like, got blood all over them and stuff like that. They're talking about it being her birthday. And she goes, I mean, technically, I was just having the party tonight because it's Friday. My birthday's actually on Tuesday. It's just so funny. It's just, like, how people are today. And then she has this, like, they're all, like, tied up, and these people are about to, like, slit their throats. And she's talking about, like, how depressed she is being a barista in this coffee shop. And she's like, my life is nowhere. Like, you guys, you've gone on with your, like, she's basically saying, like, you're married, you're in relationships. Like, my life is nowhere. I'm a barista in a coffee shop. And she's talking about how it's, like, 4 pages of this. And she's like, yeah, it sucks. I'm so sorry. My life is just, and it just goes on and on and on. And then she's talking about, like, this seance was stupid. It was her last thing that she wanted to do before she turned 30 because she feels like she's getting so old. And she's talking about being on these antidepressants and stuff like that. And she's like, I don't even know anymore. And she's like, I'm just so fucking tired all the time. All I do is make lattes and sleep. And then it goes into this whole thing, and it's so funny. And this is, like, right before they're getting ready to get killed. And she's just, like, spilling it all out, right? And she's like, talking about how she's on this antidepressant. She's like, I don't know, man, I started taking antidepressants. And I'm like, oh, that's really good that you did it. And she's like, it is. She's like, I know. But she's like, but then I don't have any feelings. And she's like, and now why am I not feeling any feelings like that? And then she goes, and I fart a lot. She goes, but it's not a fart. It's a shit. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know, it wasn't that late because I started watching that show before then. And I started laughing. I'm like down here, like choking in my laughter, trying not to wake Alex up. And she's like, and it was like at the end of the day, and I was at work, and I had no clothes, so I shit my pants. She goes on and on and on. And she's like, it's like, I knew about the side effects of these antidepressants, but what is it? Like, be depressed or shit in your pants is basically what she says. They're like, Kate, I don't think antidepressants make you shit your pants. They're like literally getting ready to get their throat slit, right? And she goes, so I just fucking shit my pants for no reason. You guys, it is so funny. He does such a good job of like playing into this group of 30-year-olds that like she's still stuck on, like they're so over it, right? Like they don't even want to be there. It is so good, you guys. I was like, I'm gonna do a whole, I've got so many reviews to do of books. I went to do one today of Go Ask Alice, and it just was getting late, and Alex was on his way home. I was like, I just gotta get these done. But anyway, so this is called The Night Never Ends by Steve Thusen. It's really good, you guys. I'm telling you, if you like horror, and it's called a horror comedy. It's really funny, you guys. It's just like, it's just really, really funny. I don't know. It's very queer friendly, I will say that. And it's kind of like political comedy as well. So if you're offended by all that, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's, I don't know. I thought it was so hilarious. Anyway, it takes place in this like suburban town. There's one part they go to like this diner that they used to always go to in high school. It so reminds me of like my friends and I. And they go there and they're trying to run there for safety. But to her, it like represents this place they always went to. And she's telling all these stories on the way. And they get there and the place has been closed down for like 5 years. And she's like, fuck, when did it close down? I didn't know it closed down. So anyway, I finished out last night and I got done. That was when I went outside and I was like saying my prayers and all that kind of stuff. Because I got done with the book and I just like, I love this. Like somebody commented on my vlog yesterday and they said, I just love that you've gotten back into reading, or maybe it was in my BookTube video. I do too. Like, I don't know. I just really appreciate that comment because I'm so loving getting back into books again. And, you know, I feel like I just have such a blessed life. You know, I get up on my own schedule. I make a couple videos and I talk to you guys in the vlog, and then hang out with Alex. We watch some shows and, you know, plan trips and a dinner, and, you know, and then it's like, I need to get back into walking. I will say that. I've been doing good on my weight loss journey, but I need to get back into the walking heavily. But I'm like, I don't know, I just last night, I was just like, I felt so blessed. And I know it's like TV shows and books, but I'm like, I just have such a wonderful life. So anyway, after we got done with, so I took a nap last night, anyway. So I read the books, and then I came inside, and I finished the O.J. Simpson documentary, which I did a whole reaction to over on my Peter Watches TV channel today. It was phenomenal, you guys. It was a phenomenal documentary. I think it's a really, really important documentary to watch. But then I went in, and I was like, I don't know what to watch. I actually hadn't made my list for my weekly TV yet, and so I was like, I need to go in and like get like cross off the shows I've already watched for this week. Well, the only one was Sister Wives, because Sister Wives wasn't on this week. So, Sister Wives, we've got Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I think is on, I think it was on last night or tonight. Found, Matlock, Elsbeth, Traders is on Thursday. RuPaul's on Friday. Southern Hospitality's on Friday. Friday Night Lights. I don't know what night the episodes come out, but I don't usually watch that till the weekend. I haven't started The Bachelor yet, and I don't know that I want to. And I haven't started Bailin' Out Loud or Too Large yet. So those are on my list too. But I really wanted to watch some kind of mystery last night. And I've been wanting to watch, okay, it looks like it's pronounced The R Murders. I believe it's a Swedish, I think it's a Swedish, Swedish show. Because they talk about Stockholm. Where does the, it's pronounced, I looked it up. It's pronounced, I think, Murders. Where does the R Murders take place? I'm almost positive it's Sweden. A Swedish ski resort town called, it's A-R-E, but there's like this thing over it. I don't know if anybody speaks Swedish out there, let me know. But I think it's pronounced because I looked it up. It's based on a series of books. I'm actually thinking about reading the books. But do you ever do this if you're like an avid reader? So there's like 5 books out in the series. The series is split in 2. The first 3 episodes are called whatever the name, here, the books. Let me look. Hold on a second. I'll tell you. Her last name is Sten or something like that. I looked it up last night. Murders books. The guy that plays the police officer is really good looking too. Vivica Sten. How did I remember that? So the first books, where is it at? TV series. About the TV series. About what TV series? Season 1 of what? Still, what is all this? She's got all these TV series. Still Waters, Season 1. What's Season 2? The Inner Circle? What is this about? Going on about here? I don't know. Does anybody know what this is about? I'm so confused. What TV series? About the TV series. About what? The Sondheim murders. A beautiful summer morning is marred when a man's body washes up to shore. Crime Inspector Thomas Anderson and Nora Lind are put on the case with very few leads. Based on Vivica Sten's hugely popular crime series and set in the beautiful surroundings of the outer Stockholm Archipelago, the Sandham. Where can you watch this? I want to watch this. How do you spell it? Sandham. Watch the Sand. I am loving. Okay. Amazon Prime Video. You can watch it on. And you can watch it on Roku. It says, where can I watch the Sandham Murders in English? Well, you can put on the subtitles and you can read them. So this one is dubbed over that I'm watching. I am loving it. Oh, wait. Here are the books. Okay, so she's got the R Murder books. So it's split up. Hidden in Snow. Okay, so the first 3 episodes are called Hidden in Snow, which is based on her first book. The second, the last 2 episodes, which I watched the first 3 last night, and I have 4 and 5 to watch tonight, is like the second part. And it's called Hidden in Shadows. And that's just part 2. Oh, it says right here, part 2. Part 3 is Hidden in Memories. It hasn't been renewed yet, but part 3 is Hidden in Memories. Part 4 is Hidden in Lies, and part 5 is Hidden in Mercy. So it's about this woman, and her name is Hannah, and she is a police investigator that works like a detective in Stockholm in the domestic abuse department. And she has just like, her boyfriend just broke up with her. You don't know if it's her boyfriend or husband or whatever. He just broke up with her and kicked her out of her apartment. So her sister and brother-in-law own this like house, or this cabin in this like ski resort town. It reminds me a little bit of kind of like True Detective with Jodie Foster. It's like very much that kind of, it's a very small town. And so she gets there and she's like, just like kind of run away. She's also being investigated for harassment in her police department, but you don't know why that is. It doesn't come out till the end of the 3rd episode, so I don't want to ruin it for you. But you don't really know why it is. And so while she's there, this girl goes missing. This like 17-year-old girl that was at this party. And so her sister's like, don't get on this case. So she basically volunteers. And the chief of police, this woman that works in this town, is like, yeah, we're so understaffed that we like bring on people from other towns. If you want to, they go out to dinner, and she's like, yeah, I would love to have you work. So she starts working this case with this guy. I think his name is Daniel. I can't remember. But anyway, she starts working murderers cast. Her name was Hannah, I believe. Yeah, Hannah. His name is Daniel, played by Cardo Rozzazzi. Anyway, I don't know anything about him. What does it say here? Swedish, 39 years old, about to be 40, March. He looks familiar to me. I feel like I've seen him in something else. First of all, I'm loving all of these like European mystery shows that are dubbed over. I absolutely love them. And somebody was saying to me, like, somebody reached out to me and they're like, how do you like enjoy? I don't even, to be honest with you, notice that they're dubbed. Like, it doesn't even bother me at all. But like, that doesn't really bother me anyway, you know? If it's dubbed well. But now I think I'm to the point where I can just watch anything if it's dubbed or subtitled or anything. I don't really care. It's just the quality of them are so much better. The mysteries are so much better. I don't know. Like, the Harlan Coben ones I love too, but which are like written in the United States, or he lives in New Jersey, I believe, Harlan Coben, the author. But they show him but some of these mysteries are so good. I was talking to somebody the other day. Who was it we were talking to? And they said you recommended La Palma, and we went home that night and watched it, and it was so good. How can I know? Who was that said that? Anyway, what else has he been in? The Abyss. What's that? Not the movie, The Abyss. The Abyss. Frigga, who tries to balance her job as a security manager in a mine with her family, has fought for her life. What is this? It's a true story. Oh, yes, the film is fictional. The sinking town of Kiruna, Sweden, and the mine located there are real. I've never heard of that. Oh, it's on Netflix, too. Oh, that might be my next one to watch. The Abyss. I haven't heard of that. It came out in 2023. But I like him a lot. Okay, I got to keep this other one up called Sondheim. I want to watch that too. So anyway, so they start like trying to solve this murder together. It's so well done. It's like all in the winter. It's all like snow filled. This is the thing that's interesting to me, is that when I read the synopsis for it, it said ski resort. Like, this woman goes to the ski. It has nothing to do with the ski resort. Like, there's a the ski place plays into the murder mystery, but I thought it was like, one of the reasons why I wasn't interested in it, I mean, it's very much like small town life. One of the reasons why I wasn't interested in it was because I thought it was like a bunch of people that went to a ski resort and somebody was murdered. It's not that at all. It has really nothing to do with the ski resort. The ski resort kind of plays into it a little bit, but not really. It's just a town that has a ski resort in it. It's a town that it's about, the people that work there and all this kind of stuff. The mystery is so good. So I finished the first 3 parts, so it's kind of split up. The first 3 parts, if you guys ever watch The Killing, that's what it reminds me of a lot. And probably why I love it. I loved The Killing. Do you guys remember about the woman that was supposed to move, and she had been in foster care growing up and all that kind of stuff? So, The Killing, like the first 2 seasons, not just the first 3 episodes, but the first 2 seasons were about the one murder, and then the last 2, or I think it was 4 seasons total, or 5 seasons, was about a different murder. Do you guys remember that? Or each season was different. Anyway, it's very similar to that. So, like, it just ended, like, they solved the murder on the 3rd episode, and then it's like, is she going to stay? Is she not going to stay to continue to work for this police department? And then it's like the next part of the mystery series. It is, which is now, we know, the 2nd book. It's so good, you guys. So, I watched that last night. I finished the 3rd episode, and by then it was so late, I was like, you gotta go to bed. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, 5:30 or 6, I don't really remember. But anyway, I went upstairs, and Alex was already up, like, looking on his phone and stuff like that. We were just like, I actually didn't talk a whole lot. I was so tired. It was interesting because I drank a cup of coffee while I was watching one of the episodes, and I fell asleep pretty quickly. I haven't been drinking coffee as late anymore because, and if I do, it's like I've been trying to decaf, you know? Because I just don't want to be up super, super late at night. If I don't really feel like caffeine contributes to it, but I'm trying anything. I don't know. I would say I haven't really had a hard time falling asleep recently, even taking a nap. So I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's the winter time. I don't know. But so yeah. So that was last night. So tonight we'll probably watch an episode or 2 of Traitors. I almost said UK, Australia. We'll probably watch another episode or 2 of Traitors Australia, and then I'll take a nap, and then Caroline's not coming until 1 tomorrow. She usually comes at 12:15, which means I don't have to get up until noon, so I can stay up later and I can watch some TV. So I'm going to finish the murders tonight, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll start, is this like The Abyss? Is it like is it a thriller? I don't know anything about it. Is The Abyss on Netflix worth watching? Despite its predictable conclusion, the film's journey is compelling, offering a rich tapestry of life that balances the mundane with the catastrophic. The Abyss may not cater to the taste of those accustomed to the spectacle of Hollywood blockbusters. I don't care about all that. Is The Abyss 2023 scary? Frightening and intense scenes. Some scenes are intended to be intense and scary. Oh, it says, okay, it's telling you what you know. Look over here. It's on my other side. I'm like looking. It says shows recently viewed movies. The Devil You Know, which was that documentary I was talking about. The Banshees of Inisherin, Boys Don't Cry, Survive. I still want to watch that. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Aww. Well, I'll add that to my list. You know what? I need to put this on there right now so I don't forget. Where's my list? 2025 shows to watch. I have two. I have shows to binge and new shows 2025. You know what? I'm not going to put... Oh, did I have that? The Murders on there? Murder at the Hotel. Oh, it's not out yet. It comes out on the 13th. An update on Our Family comes out the 15th. The Recruit, I haven't watched. Everybody's telling me to watch Paradise. I haven't started watching it yet. And I haven't watched Night Agent yet. How many episodes in Paradise? Because Tanya and Caroline both told me to watch that. Oh, I gotta put this on here before I... shows to binge. I'm gonna actually put it on my shows to binge. What did I call it? The Abyss. I'll remember. Netflix. Put it on here. Has anybody watched Primeval? I think I asked that the last time and somebody said it was okay. It wasn't great. I heard good things about it. What was I just asking? Shoot, now I don't remember. The Abyss. What did I just ask about? I just wanted to know something. Now I don't remember. Something I was going to start. It was on my list. Go back to my list. Oh, Lockerbie I still want to watch too. Tanya told me that was so good. New shows. Paradise. How many episodes? See? It all comes back. Okay. How many episodes of Our Paradise are in Paradise Season 1? There are 8 episodes in the first season of the drama series. Well, it's only like 4 or 5 episodes that left. I'm going to wait till it's all out. You know what I want to look up? Other TV series like the Murders. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think I probably am. Let's see what comes up. If you like the A to Z Murders, it's not what I said. I do want to watch The Girl in the Snow or something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, God. You know what? Another one I need to put on here, I need to watch. I think I have it on here already, is Broadchurch. So many people have told me to watch Broadchurch. Maybe that'll be the next one that I watch. I feel like every time I ask for show recommendations, these are the ones they have on here. You know, I'm just going to go through here and add some of these because these are like the best of the best shows. Shows to binge. I feel like I have Broadchurch on here somewhere because so many people have recommended it to me. Please tell me I have Broadchurch on here. Oh, here it is. Broadchurch. Okay. Happy Valley. How do I know what that is? Well, we'll add it. They have Mayor of Easttown, which is like one of my favorite shows ever. Happy Valley. Okay, The Perfect Couple watched it. True Detective watched it. Mindhunter watched it. Dexter, it's on my list. How to Get Away with Murder, watched part of it, didn't love it. I mean, I watched like the first 4 seasons, it was good. When They See Us, The Sinner, I have that on my list. Good Girls, Lucifer, The Blacklist, Top of the Lake. I feel like I have Top of the Lake on my list. How do I know that? Set in a remote mountain town in New Zealand, the miniseries Top of the Lake. Disappearance of 12-year-old. Okay. Top of the... Where am I at on time? Oh, I got about a minute left. Top of the Lake. I got so many shows I want to watch. I mean, literally, I have like 40 shows on here on my shows to binge. And there's always new shows coming out all the time, right? But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight, but I am going to take a nap. And then I'm going to read my books. So, I got my books to read. And I have to start a new graphic novel. I don't know. I just bought some new graphic novels, so I'll pick one of those to watch. Well, that was, or to read. That was one of my new graphic novels that I picked. And I read it already. I can't even believe it. So, I don't know which one I'm going to pick next. I'm trying to think of the ones that I bought. Which one? Did I want or did I buy? I don't know. We'll have to look over there. I've got them in the bookshelf. I already put them in the bottom of the bookshelf over there. So I will look there and see. Yeah, and then tomorrow is Cousin Fun Day. I mean, unless Caroline gets up, and I don't really have tons to do tomorrow. I mean, always I can go to the post office box. But, I mean, they hold stuff for me, so if we don't make it over there tomorrow. I don't really have any groceries I need to get. I'm trying to think if I have anything to do. I mean, I just like to run around with Caroline. I just love to get out of the house and run around with her. I don't have tons to do. So if tomorrow, like, the weather is, like, bad and she doesn't want to come, like, I totally understand that. So we'll just kind of wait and see. But plans are on right now. She said 1 o'clock. She called me today, and we were talking because she found out that... The camera stopped. She found out that through a friend of ours that the house that Caroline grew up in, which is, like, 2 blocks from me... It's where I spent, like, my childhood. I wish she would have told me. I would have gone with her today. But she didn't tell me till afterwards. They were having an estate sale. So apparently the couple that bought the house from my aunt and uncle, like, years ago, I think they moved out of the house, like, in 2009 or 10. It was like a year after my mom passed away. My mom passed in 08, so it would have been 2009. Maybe, I don't know what month they moved. Caroline would know all that kind of stuff. But anyway, one of the reasons why they stayed in that house was because my mom moved into this condo because it was so close to my aunt and uncle. And so when my mom passed away, they were like, they wanted to move into a condo. So that's when they bought the condo that they lived in until my aunt passed away. And then my uncle moved in with Caroline and they sold the condo. And that's when Caroline, like, had the contractor come in and they redid, like, the whole downstairs and all that kind of stuff. It was so cute. I wish I had pictures of that. I'm sure Caroline does. But my uncle had, like where Caroline puts her Christmas tree on the dining room table and stuff like that. Now, that dining room was actually, it was the dining room before, but then she had hired a contractor to come in. The downstairs bathroom, which was just like a powder room, she, like, had it moved like a Jack and Jill bathroom. And she had, like, a full stand-up shower put in there. It's a beautiful bathroom. And so... that, like, the dining room and then that little living room area where she has the Christmas tree, if you've ever seen my Instagram when I take pictures of it, the dining room was actually my uncle's bedroom. And then the little sitting area was, like, it was still a sitting area, but that was, like, a suite. That she, like, built him a suite, like, downstairs so he didn't have to, like, walk up and down the stairs. And so, like, he just had that little living room area and then it walked right into the kitchen. And so then when he passed away, she turned it back into a dining room and, like, the little living room area. I mean, they have a living room with the fireplace, but then this was, like, a small... It's where she watches TV, and Mike watches it where the fireplace is. Because he watches sports, and she watches her shows and stuff like that. Anyway, it's so funny because, like, when she's laying on the couch, she can, like, look in and see Mike sitting in his chair. So, like, they'll just, like, shot back and forth with each other. It's, like, literally, like, 20 feet away from each... Anyway, so she wanted to see inside of her house because she hadn't seen it in so long. So she went in there. She told me that apparently the couple that owned it, like, the man passed away, and that she said there was hardly, like, anything in the house. And she said there's, like, no beds in there or anything. And she said that the man had passed away, the owner of the house, and his wife went back and forth between here and Florida. And she thinks that she just stayed in Florida, so now they're selling the house. So they did this estate sale. So Caroline wanted to go in and see the house, so she went to the estate sale. And when she got there, the realtor or whoever was at the door, she said the house isn't for sale yet, but she said the realtor or whoever was there, because I was like, Caroline, you should buy it, because I have no desire to move back into that house. But it's a cute, cute house. It's all, like, one story, has this huge basement. She said that they put, my aunt had a really, like, she changed the carpet in the living room and the dining room. Other than that, she had hardwoods, but Caroline said that they took up all the old flooring that my aunt had, which was, like, hardwoods and stuff, and then she put in, like, this beautiful hardwoods all through the downstairs, like bedroom, kitchen, everywhere. But so she walked in, and Caroline said that, like, the bathrooms hadn't really been changed a lot. She was telling me about the bathroom that she, like, when you turn in and you go to the right was where the bedrooms were, and there was, like, this bathroom, then Caroline's bedroom, then my aunt and uncle's bedroom, which went way back, but they had, like, a master bathroom in their bedroom. And so Caroline was like, do you remember the bathroom that we would always use? And I said, yeah. She was like, it was the bathroom I used when I grew up. She goes, it literally looks exactly the same. They've done nothing to it. And she was like, so I was sitting in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and she's like, when you walk in, there's, like, this huge stand-up shower and stuff like that in this window there. It's a beautiful bathroom. And she said she just, like, leaned up against the counter and she started crying. She's like, I don't even know why. She goes, I didn't even feel emotional. She goes, I just want to see the house. She's like, but it, like, all hit me at once. And she was like, this realtor lady came in And she was like, honey, it's okay. And Caroline was like, I grew up in this house. And she's like, you did? And she's like, well, let me give you like a tour around. She's like, you know, she's like, so you're not here for the estate sale? And Caroline's like, no, I just wanted to see the house. And she's like, I totally understand. She's like, let me, you know, like show you around. So someone like showed her all around the house. And she saw the basement. Caroline was telling me, she's like, do you remember that little nook I played in the basement? Or I would like pay like my little Fisher Price people and stuff. I was like, yeah. And she was telling me all this stuff about how the house. And so anyway, so we talked about that today. The house that I grew up in Carmel, Caroline, like a couple times it's gone up for sale, and Caroline will be like, do you want to go inside and look at it? And I haven't really, like, you know, I haven't even watched the wedding video of like my mom at Caroline's wedding. Like I have the video and I haven't even watched it. Remember I talked about when Caroline gave it to me? I probably had it now for as long as I've been, I mean, probably the first year of vlogging was when Caroline gave it to me, and I've never watched the video. And I really want to watch it because I want to hear my mom's voice and I want to kind of see her move, because I mean, I haven't, you know, since '08. But there's a part of me too that just kind of doesn't want to really open Pandora's box a little bit. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm totally fine to watch the video. I mean, it was my mom reading Corinthians at her wedding, you know, and like dancing at the reception. It's like all, Caroline said it's all footage and stuff, but I want to see it. There's part of me that doesn't. For a long time, I was like, I don't know that I want to see the house that I grew up in. The house holds like such special memories for me. The battery just went to the halfway mark. I was like, the house holds such special memories for me that I think that, I don't know, I just have to be very careful of that stuff with me emotionally. And so, but I told her today, I said, you've asked me before if I want to see the house. I said, if my house ever comes up, I said, I would love to see inside of it again. She goes, oh, absolutely. We'll go in there. We'll see it. And I said, I think I'm in a place where I could see it and I'd be completely fine. You know, for a long time, I always thought maybe I'd buy that house again and move back in there as an adult, but I don't really have it. It's funny because Caroline said the same thing. She was like, yeah, she was like, I have no desire to move in the house. I said, oh my God, you could be so close to me. And she goes, I don't want a house. I want to downsize. I want a condo. I was like, well, you move in my neighborhood. There's condos up for sale, you know, every summer in here. So she just laughed. She has it very specific where she wants. There's like 4 condos in this neighborhood because they all back up to the woods. And they're the ones that have like yard for the dogs. And then she also has like, it has a huge patio and a basement. She's very specific. There's like 4 condos in this entire neighborhood out of 106 or something like that. There's only 4 condos. And if any 4 of those go up for sale, Caroline's like, maybe. So maybe one day Caroline and I will live in the same neighborhood, which would be fun. But I told her, I said, yeah, I think, you know, I'd like to see my old house again. I've seen pictures of it before when it's been on sale. It looks so completely different. I mean, some of the stuff they've kept, like the slate floors. I think what's hard for me is that, like, my parents picked out such specific things about that house. They wanted it to look so many, like, specific ways. Like, from the French doors. I mean, we had a library, like an actual library with floor-to-ceiling built-in bookshelves. Around the entire room, you know, like that looks the same, but they've like changed the flooring in there. The fireplace in the library is, one of them is an exact replica of the Union Hall at IU. The other one is an exact replica of the Pi-Fi. It's either the Fiji or the Pi-Fi. My dad has the same fireplace. Like, he saved the blueprints and stuff in his house now that he had in the library, because it was like the Union Hall one. Like, they got limestone to build it and everything like that. The French doors are like authentic French doors somewhere. They still have them in the house, but like the basement was not finished. They've done the basement. They built a patio off the kitchen. So the patio now, like, we never had a patio off of like our back. It like is on the 2nd floor, and it like reaches from like the porch where I always talk about all the way to like the garage. So I mean, it's like this huge patio that goes over the back of the yard overlooking into the woods. That would have been really cool to grow up with. They've changed the kitchen a lot. All the, like, the wallpaper and stuff obviously is completely different. The bedroom, they like knocked out stuff and made it like this huge bedroom area. And they also put a bedroom in the basement too. I don't know. There's some things about it that I like better now when I saw the picture. I mean, the pictures I saw were probably 10 or 15 years ago. So, I mean, it's been a long, well, it wouldn't have been when my mom was still alive. So, well, that would have been 10 or 15 years ago. My mom she's been gone now. I mean, this will be 17 years or something like that. So maybe 15 years ago was when it sold. For a while, there was a single doctor that lived in there by himself. I don't think he lives in there anymore. I think they've sold it, and I think a family lives in there now. And the only reason I know that is because, like, Caroline knew who, like, somebody told her who bought it or something like that. Small town Indiana, people know that kind of stuff. But anyway, It's a weird question, isn't it? You know, like you see in these shows where people go back to the homes that they, like in Sister Wives, like Mary wanted to buy that house and turn it into a B&B. But like in that last episode, she said, I never really wanted a B&B. That wasn't my dream. She's like, I just wanted the house because it was my grandmother's house. I get that, you know, I understand that. So, well, listen, you guys, I think I'm going to get off here now so that I can, I hear Alex up there, and I'm going to watch some shows and relax tonight and stay cozy. I hope that you guys are all, if you have any mystery thriller shows to recommend to me or true crime, please put it in the comment section below. I'm like back in my true crime, again, watching that. And I just kind of want to stay focused on some mystery thrillers right now because that's what I love to watch. But tonight I'm going to read and watch my shows and relax and have a good evening. If you guys are in the way of the storm, for some of you the storm is coming tonight. So please stay safe, stay warm. You know, don't go out if you don't have to. Be safe if you do have to go out. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a magically amazing, what is today? Tuesday. And happy birthday, Eric, Tanya's husband. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.